Thank you, Dennis. Well, the takedown of Osama bin Laden shows us how the tough training that Navy SEALs put themselves through can really pay off. There are lessons that can be learned for those whose theater of operation includes the boardroom as well. Our next guest is a former Navy SEAL commander and now offers a training program very similar to the ones SEALs go through, only you don't need to enlist. In the Navy, that is. Mark Devine is the founder and CEO of SEALFIT. Mark, welcome to the show.
Nice to be on, Chris. Thanks for having me.
All right, now this SEALFIT program is not your run-of-the-mill if you're 15 or 20 pounds overweight to try and get you down to your operating weight, is it? It's a little tougher than that.
No, it's a little tougher. It requires a different level of dedication and commitment to make it through the training.
Who would you target then for this type of training? Because such a small percentage of our population would even have the fitness, I would think, to enter the program, much less get through it.
Well, we designed it for special ops candidates a number of years ago. What we found was now about 2 years into it, about half of our clientele are professionals, executives who have kept themselves in pretty good shape. Maybe they're former athletes or they've been working out pretty hard and striking to do maybe an Ironman triathlon or something of that sort. So this is the type of training that will really take them to another level and really harden their mental toughness, forge their mental toughness.
I want to talk about that. Part of this training regime is a 3-day camp called the Kokoro Camp. And tell me how that really hardens people mentally, not only physically, but also mentally.
Right. Well, the primary purpose is to forge that mental toughness, as I said. The camp occurs from Friday through Sunday. It's 50 hours of nonstop training. The training is largely physical, but we know that most people will break down at some point during the training physically, and so they've got to rely on their team. They've got to set their ego aside. They've got to basically set anything aside that they brought that that is not basically just humble service toward their teammates. And so through that, because you're relying on each other and supporting each other, even someone who's not an elite athlete like a SEAL candidate can make it through the whole 50 hours. And in that process, they dig deeply. We like to say that they meet themselves for the first time.
Yeah, Mark, this is a financial program, so obviously the financials of what you're trying to do are very important. First step, I noticed, you got NavySeal.com. That's your website, so
right.
Good job on that. Nice work. So at least you got that step out of the way. But how do you monetize this when, again, your target market is such a small percentage of the population?
Well, we've struggled with that, Chris. What we're working on right now are some digital products to take an aspect of the training to a much broader market. So we're actually planning on launching a in-home training DVD this fall that will lay some of the mental toughness training we do into the physical fitness training regimen. And it'll be like a 12 DVD set, and then we'll tie that to online training. So our hope is that we can bring this type of training and this knowledge, which is fairly advanced, to a much broader population, because we know that not many people are going to actually get on a plane, fly to Encinitas, California, and kick themselves in the butt for 50 hours.
Check it out, NavySeal.com. It's SEALFIT. Mark, thank you so much for your time.